I mean, if there's a more appropriate place to do some speed than amongst some speed freaks in a brand new and anodic dance music hall, I can't think of one. Let's talk to Noid. Maybe we've done enough.
You got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in.
He looks around the hall, examining the carpentry. Yeah, maybe we've done enough to convince him that the signs are aligned, or whatever the fuck that means.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
He's a DIY guy.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority.
No shit.
You really came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
You know what, Kim? That is a fair question. I don't know.
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely.
Take 5, my man. Hydrate.
Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass.
All of these options are weird. This is the least weird one, so I'm not going to choose that. I forget what convinced me, but these kids got spunk. I admire that.
Okay.
The lieutenant keeps to look back. He's like,
What he means is, you can't possibly have handed them this real estate for such a flimsy reason. Then again, whatever keeps your nose out of the bottle and on the job.
I ain't swallowing your bullshit, but as long as you're not swallowing alcohol, I'm gonna let you lie to yourself if you want to. Noid, what do you think about the church? I think he likes it.
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
He rubs his hands together. How old do you think the church... Wait, what do you mean by dead bodies?
Dead bodies are perennial plants.
Oh.
Sigma functions have left this place. It's a good thing we came along. The spiritual collapse has been total.
Spiritual collapse?
I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, cop man? After a short while, they shuddered and went away.
No.
They had sensed that she could no longer see them, and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was that made her body live. End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it.
I think this is the leftist option, so I'm gonna go with that and see what Noid says. So what you're saying is you're not a big fan of the inocentric system?
3,000-year-old tyrannical regime of history, built and maintained by hundreds of generations of self-appointed intellectuals. It's false core.
No, I even agreed with you about the Ecclesiastes being okay with
Were
this.
you wrong? The founding party is okay with everything. Look around. They don't have enough love for the human crew to oppose anything anymore. We're on our own.
I still do not pretend to understand this.
That's still a lie. Reassert yourself.
That wouldn't be cool. I want to be cool. Me, a 50-year-old drunk, wants to be cool in front of these weird kids. If I'm not cool in the eyes of 17-year-old speed freaks, who the fuck am I? Let's do this.
Mewling wimp. Pathetic.
Good lord, authority. But you guys said the Ecclesiastes were all about love and hardcore. Before, remember?
I only said unity. One word. Figures of authority always misquote you.
He points to his friends.
Andre doesn't care about the Ecclesiastes. He just wants the operation to run smoothly. And Egg is a demi-beast. You shouldn't listen to what people say. You should listen to what they are.
And you propose dance music will supplant this system.
Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough. And yes, I do.
That is crazy.
You know what this kind of stuff goes well with.
Don't you have to be on drugs for that, though?
Only a little.
Cool.
It's a necessity. All large human gatherings are narcotic. It's just the way of the spinal cord.
Okay. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
There is a difference between narcotics and group elation. One kills you, the other does not.
Kim being all practical
The
again.
supercharged humanism that the innocentric system has been feeding us on giant city squares, that's not a drug. The sugar and wheat it feeds us is healthy.
Man, these kids are fucking out there.
Forget it. It would become an imbecilic discussion. You two continue. It's more hardcore that way.
I fucking love Kim.
He does not feel left out. In fact, he probably just wanted to say hardcore.
He definitely enjoyed getting that zinger in there. Okay. Well, that was more of a rabbit hole than I expected. How old do you think the church is?
320 years, a little more. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it. On the coast here was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something. I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude. The sea, perhaps something more fundamental.
He means something paranatural. He must...
I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well.
His voice echoes in the wooden cavern of the church. I mean, we did just learn about the Pale, and this game has been dropping supernatural hints the whole time. So, despite Kim's insistence on walking the straight and narrow and insisting that reality is what you and I outside the game would say that it is, he also knows about the Veil. Anyway, something more fundamental? You mean the sound anomaly?
Maybe. Maybe they were unable to face the nature of the world, perishing.
And, what style is this church built in? And will this be on the test?
A cop who's into building critique. Okay then. This is folk DeLoreanism, lawmongerer. It's a subset of
Lawmonger.
early DeLorean architecture.
Okay, and what is DeLorean architecture like?
Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just an homespun version of it. Folksy stuff. Early mass production. They made thousands like this. Does that help you out?
What would a DeLorean building look like?
Like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white. A false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical.
Just when he was starting to make some sense.
Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Married shit. Virtue and tyranny.
What? Yeah, this church isn't painted white, as far as I can tell.
Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside before the sea wind took all the paint off.
Slowly, peeled by the wind, your skin crawls from the sensation as you look around.
You know what? I just realized that time is ticking by while I'm getting the bonus from thinking the thought I just put in.
Sure.
I mean, there's 34 minutes left, so it's not the worst. But let me take some speed. I mean, if there's a more appropriate place to do some speed than amongst some speed freaks in a brand new anodic dance music hall. I can't think of one. But again, this will be a cut because I gotta do a thing so I can actually push the button. Okay, we're back and high as fuck. So let's see if we can. I mean, if we fail it, we can always pump some points in the interfacing or whatever.
Good
But,
morning, comrade! Yeah! Harder car!
I mean, 50-50, a little bit worse than 50-50. Let's see what happens.
Bzz, bzz, bzz,
Shit.
goes the track in the background, never ending. You can't grasp what's missing, but you can try to make something up anyway.
Just make it up. No way this speed freak can tell the difference. You know, because this was my suggestion, I'm going to think that my character cares about this. So, whereof one cannot speak, one ought to remain silent.
The young man bobs his head to the music, much as before.
Well, goodbye again. Now it's been added to the map. I see. Oh, this is my least favorite bug in the game. No, the inability to push the goddamn button when not full screen is my least favorite bug in the game, but this is a close second. Interesting. Okay, I guess we'll continue our conversation with Noid. As
Yo, man.
scintillating as
What's
that
on your mind?
is, he drops a bullet into his toolbox. I wanted to talk some more about this place.
Dead body, spirit entered. What is there to talk of?
How do you like the glasswork?
I don't. Fucker giving me the evil eye.
You wanted to get inside the church and now you don't like the stained glass window.
I didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance with a giant mass murderer looking at ya. Not a good look for the club.
Maybe that's the first time I've heard someone say
Mellow,
that.
man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love.
Mass murder on the floor!
But she's pretty. That's what electrochemistry would want me to say. Yeah, but like, who isn't accused of being a mass murderer these days? I'm a big fan of resettlement programs for some reason. Gross. Isn't she supposed to be an embodiment of the world spirit?
The world spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore is an organ of the world spirit.
He raises his left hand.
This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief, if you ask me. An organ thief. All innocences are.
But she's pretty.
She invented the beauty you're feeling. She and her glass cutters and iconographers. You set the standard, all right. Then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That so-called beauty of hers.
I haven't chosen the terrifying option yet, because I don't think doesn't feel right. Then it seems I like it soft
You
because...
wouldn't be the first. Millions liked her. She's got those mass murdering lips.
She's got those mass murdering lips. Bravo, writers. I'm done talking about her.
Okay.
How are you settling in?
Hard to say, cop man. Signs in here are distinctly wild.
But of course.
It's gonna take a while before everything's properly synced.
He's like a cat.
I did get to talk to the crab man though.
Oh, you mean Tiago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place.
Wish we could talk to him again. Be
Dude's
cool.
seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
You mean all his mother's love stuff isn't too spooky for you?
Have you been listening to what Egg's been saying? Love is hardcore, man. And the mother's love is the hardest core of all.
This motherfucker is contradicting himself.
The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
I think I could if I tried. What did Tiago tell you about the
The
church?
crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
I wonder if bad signs are at all related to negative photon radiation. Do you mean there are dead bodies here?
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
It's legitimately hard to tell when you're being metaphorical, Noid. What's it for?
Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church surrounding it to contain it.
This dude's dialogue It's too early in the morning for this shit. I don't get it. Contain what exactly?
I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what this sonar person is looking for and trying to measure.
He nods toward the woman.
It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by outside. Dust particles fall through the darkness, settling down on the age-bleached floorboards. The structure does not feel particularly durable.
This building seems less than structurally sound, dude.
No, it's pretty fucking unsound if you ask me. They should have built a club for anodic music around it instead.
He grins. Sound?
Anodic music will definitely contain whatever we're dealing with.
His words echo in the chamber.
And if it can't, well...
He shrugs non-committally. It's the only idea that could possibly work, so we're just gonna go with it. What makes you think Soon is gonna fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like... substance.
I found a deemed commercial area in Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing the Ubis were trying to contain.
Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
You think there's any merit to the theory?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, Copman. Even I have limits. I'm a limited psi person.
Well, if it's without substance, I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, Copman. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
Gotta ask, why are you so suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
Why are you called Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
What are you suspicious of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
Oh.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. And what are the most suspicious things, Noid?
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
Does this mean you are mentally ill? Oh boy. Tell me more about the left-right business.
I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity.
Their combined movements only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone.
The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray. Far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
I swear I've had conversations like this in college at some point.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology.
What's suspicious about the production of pork and wheat?
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
What's bad about cereal grain? Having enough food could be a precursor for greater things.
Yes, having food is means to an end. But the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry.
Well, that was certainly stimulating. I want to ask you about something else
His
now.
eyes flicker.
You mentioned true life. What would that be like?
A life is true if it's free from fear, an internal division among oneself. And others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
Free from fear and internal division among oneself. That's actually a concept I can get behind. How would you go about returning to this true
Beats
life?
and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
And he's lost me again.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face, his eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly.
Uh-oh.
The young man is dead serious about this.
You keep mentioning hardcore. What does it mean to you?
Utmost dedication. Thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well.
Thoughts from the spinal cord.
Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
I've noticed.
Hardcore!
His friend shouts from behind his mix table, with a smile surpassing your own in wideness. A total moon face and eyes full of naive wonderment. That was vague. Dedication, something else, superlative.
Maybe you're being too specific about it. Try consulting with your spinal cord.
Oh, my bad. So you're advocating a noise-based society?
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true, hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
Let's change the
Oh
subject.
yeah, sure thing.
Interesting. What's with the clothes?
They're hardcore.
I don't know what I expected. That's it?
They're just clothes.
I honestly thought there would be more to it.
Nah, it's just a vest of suspenders made to resemble a human rib cage. Plus some lady clothes to piss off the sex system. Now tell me about that hardcore necktie. It's fucking primal.
It's my friend and accomplice. It makes me party harder.
I can see that. And you've partied very hard for a very long time, haven't you?
You better believe it, Buster.
It looks like you're trying to hang yourself with it. So large, too. So many different patterns. It's crazy, man. I like it.
That should worry me.
You suddenly realize the patience and respect this speed freak has shown you is partly because of your style. He's probably not like that with everyone.
Well, I'm glad to have earned his respect.
Respect to the man!
+1 because necktie is on, and I still have a 3% chance. Yeah, I mean, we can try it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Aggressive, monotonous, but also somehow sacred, primitive, yet futuristic, like a machine man. Nothing exists but the here and now. All are one purpose. All you've managed is a list. The parts don't form a whole.
I apparently have to make an episode out of all of that. I can't. The fact that we had to go through all of that and we didn't get any XP is a fucking travesty.